Hi. Do you know how amateurs learn to play the guitar? Almost all of us have learned to play by chords and tablatures and do not know how to read sheet music. After this lesson you won't be a virtuoso in an hour, but you'll learn the basics of playing the piano in the guitar style using chords. In fact, this is all that a guitarist needs to know to play any song on the piano. So, what we need? Of course the instrument, a tuned acoustic piano, digital piano or synthesizer. A chair or banquet. A couple of hours of your precious time. And it is advisable to download and print ftabs from the link in the description. If you are prepared, then you are well done, now you can start self-study. Okay, what are we going to do? Today we will learn how to play the song House of Rising Sun on the piano, and using this song as an example, we will figure out how to play any other song. To do this, you should follow 7 simple instructions. Point 1. Let's remove all interfering factors. For starters, let's agree at least for a day that playing the keys is very easy. Just believe it's much easier than learning to play the guitar. So that nothing distracts us, don't think about pedals, we just won't use them today. Don't bother with the placement of your fingers, put as you are comfortable. So that no one can distract us and you can focus on learning, kick out of the room all the spectators. Well, are you ready? Great. Moving on to point 2, you need to remember the melody by ear. It is important to keep it in mind when you play. If the song is familiar, it's very good. If you are not familiar with it, I recommend to listen first in the original, and then, listen to what we're going to play. If you can hum a melody to yourself, that's what you need. You're doing great. By the way, when you play, it is advisable to quietly mumble the melody. Point 3, we need to play verse chords with our right hand. To do this, you will need to find the octave on the piano keyboard. If we look at the keyboard, we see a repeating pattern of keys. 2 black keys on the left and 3 on the right. You can see this group of keys here, 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 and here. Octave is easy to identify by these keys. This is an octave. 12 octave keys correspond to 12 columns in tablature. The keys of each chord are pressed simultaneously in accordance with the tablature in the 4th octave. Did you manage to play chords consistently? You're doing fine. After you can play this piece of song automatically, you can proceed to step 4. Find the next octave on the left, and just play the left hand part using tablature. Left hand is commonly used to play bass. It gives volume to the music and sets the rhythm. When you get your left hand playing automatic, we can move on to the next step. Well done. Point 5. Now you can play the verse with your right and left hand. It remains to connect them and play the melody completely. It's simple. According to what we learned, we play a tablature chord with the right hand and the bass with the left. When you have memorized the whole melody, I recommend singing the song in full voice from beginning to end with your own accompaniment. Congratulations! You've learned to play your first tune on your own using tablature. Proud of you! Now we move on to step 6. Let's figure out how to play any other song by chords. For this purpose you can use guitar chords that you already know, or you can easily find them on the internet. Usually the melody is studied in small parts, first one hand to the logical point, the end of the verse, for example, then the second hand is added. In the left hand the bass is played. Look at the capital letter of the chord, and find it on the keyboard. By the way, if stretching your fingers allows, then press two appropriate keys through the octave. This simple technique is used to enrich the sound. Compare, for example, the sound with one finger in the bass. And that's how it sounds, using two fingers through an octave. In tablature it is denoted as follows. With the right hand we play a chord according to the song's ftabs. I find chord in the table, which is located at the link in the description. That's all. Now you can play any song on the piano in the guitar style. If you get it, I'm good. Don't forget to thank me. Point 7. It's time to take a break and reflect on what we have achieved. I hope you understand the main thing. You can easily learn to play the piano, but learning to play the keys does not end there. There are many subtleties to be mastered. Now you can choose a further path. You can take lessons from an experienced teacher. It is always useful. He will tell you how to put your fingers, how to sit properly, how to use the pedal, and of course, he will teach you classical musical notation. Or you can play just for fun your favorite songs on your own using ftabs, make arrangements and improvise. And I invite you to help develop the project. Make your own ftabs. Participate in the community. It's all. Subscribe to the channel. Like it. Share with a friend. Donate. Bye.